Hello, it is I. I am back. And I know, I'm late. I'm a day or two late. I'm so sorry. But I have a great reason why I'm late. It's because of this video. Doing this video broke me. It broke my brain. It broke my left arm. It broke my heart because this shit made me want to cry halfway doing this and then regretting it and then being like, I don't really think I want to do this anymore. But I already spent the money for it. So now I kind of have to because I'll be pissed if I waste my money. And I couldn't return it all. Well, I could, but I mean, I don't want to go through the trouble of returning it all. So I'll just like, whatever, fuck it. Anyways, but yeah, making this video put me in pain. Like my left arm like twitches now because it's like, it's scared of what it's been through of doing everything. Anyways, so going on to why we are here and what the video is. I'm making a diamond sword out of wooden blocks. The blocks that I use, they're 1 by 1 by 1 inch, obviously. I highly recommend double checking all of them because they don't all come very close to size. Some of them are like drastically bigger. So just keep your eyes peeled and maybe do an extra step of sanding your blocks down, make them smoother, because I didn't do that step and I suffered heavily for it. So anyways, so you want your blocks, you want some glue, and you're gonna want some paint and a paintbrush and a cup of water. And then probably another cup for alcohol to wipe your tears with and then to drink them. Anyways, so glue. We use Gorilla Glue. We use the Super Gel, which this shit sucked. I don't recommend it. Oh, hang on. Oops. Then we went over to the Milk Chocolate Craft Smart. Then we went to Apple Barrel. What is it? Burnt Umber. Our other paint was another Craft Smart. This is Ocean Breeze. They're pretty good. They're nice. This is Deco Art. What is that? Teal Mint. And then we have another one from Deco Art that is a jeweled green. These are very pretty colors, might I say. And I struggled finding the colors, but they're very pretty. Another one is, I think that's Hunter Dark Green. I don't know. I can't see it from here. But, just find that bottle, okay? Alrighty. So, yeah, that's all you're going to need. And I hope you have fun with it. I mean, because I certainly didn't. I have surprise at the end. So hopefully you won't have to go through the pain and suffering that I did. But yeah, that's the part of the video that I'm gonna talk about the video. I know you see that we're at like 3 minutes in and it said like a 9.5-minute video. So you're like, well, if you're not gonna talk, what are you gonna do? Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about this video. I will talk about let's see, we'll do an Am I the Asshole, okay? Just give me a moment. Give me a moment and I'll figure out what am I the asshole I want to do. Hang on. Alrighty, I found a decent Am I the Asshole, okay? So it starts off with, am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend's birthday dinner after his mom took my seat as a joke? I, 25 female, have been dating my boyfriend Matt, 27 male, for almost 2 years. His family is very close, and his mom in particular has always been a little possessive. I've tried not to make a big deal out of it, but it's clear she doesn't like that I take up his time, quotation, as she has made passive-aggressive comments like, I hope I don't lose my son to some girl, even though we've been together for quite some time. I've made every effort to be kind and respectful to her. Anyways, last week it was Matt's birthday. He invited me to a dinner with his family at a very nice restaurant. I got all dressed up. I got him a gift that I knew he'd love, and was honestly looking forward to the night. When we arrived, I noticed his mom had saved a seat for herself next to him. That's fine, whatever. I sat on his other side. But right before we ordered, his mom made a joke. How about I always need to sit next to Matt? Excuse me, I know I can't read. Anyways. And said, let's see how you handle a little separation. And then she literally stood up, looked at me, and said, scooch, sweetie, motioning me to move down a seat so she can sit in between us. Everyone at the table laughed, including Matt. I was so stunned, I quietly got up and moved. For about 5 minutes, I sat there, feeling small and humiliated, while she leaned over at Matt like it was her date. So I stood up, I grabbed my bag and said, actually, I think I'm gonna head out. Hope you have a great birthday, Matt. And I left. Matt blew up my phone, later saying I completely overreacted, embarrassed him in front of his family, and can't take a joke. His mom even texted me saying, sorry you were so sensitive message, which made it all worse. Now he's not speaking to me until I apologize. I honestly feel like they were being the rude ones, but it was his birthday dinner. So now I'm second guessing everything. Am I the asshole?
Oh.
I'm gonna say no, because if the mom had already sat on, like, let's just say his left side, why did it bother so much that you sat on the right side? She just did that to cause an issue. And since her son is such a mama's boy, he was just like, you're being so rude. But it's also like, you gotta give respect to the mom because, you know, that's his mom. Like, I don't know. I feel like the mom, the guy just needs to, Matt, come on, Matt, you need to grow a pair. Tell your mom, hey, just chill, just sit right here next to me on this side. Let her sit next to me. Why does she want to sit next to anybody else? Because they didn't invite her. I invited her. So I'm going to say not the asshole. I'm going to say, but she shouldn't have made a big deal out of it. If that was me, I would have been like, okay, whatever. I'll just talk to the whoever's next to me, you know, become friends with them or whatever. I don't know. I didn't see that to make too much of a big deal about it. I don't know. What do I know? Alrighty. I found another one, which I've already read, and I'm like, I'm a little iffy on about it. So I'm going to see what you guys think, you know? So, am I the asshole for taking advantage of my girlfriend? Quotation, quotation. I feel like I'm about to get flamed, so throw away. My girlfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Excuse me. Since we've been dating, we have a little tradition of paying for each other's dinners on our birthday. We don't have a limit of how much meal we should cost. Wait, what? We don't have a limit on how much that meal would cost. Okay. My girlfriend doesn't drink. She, at the most, has a mocktail, which I think he's trying to say cocktail. Or I don't know what a mocktail is. Is that like a dry cocktail? Sorry. Off topic. Or sparkling water. I usually pay $100 to $150 for both of us for her birthday dinners. My birthday was 2 days ago, and we went out. I drink, which my girlfriend doesn't like. She thinks it's a waste of money. But it is my birthday, and she agreed to pay for everything. I had 8 drinks and a steak and dessert at a steakhouse, which cost about $200. And with her meal was $70. It came out to $310 with tips. She didn't say anything at the time, but last night she blew up on me for drinking so much of the money away. She expected me to cover it. I defended myself because it was technically unlimited, and no, I wasn't drunk. I have a pretty high tolerance, so it's not fair that I can't enjoy myself. She is pretty frugal, so she drinks it's a crazy amount. What? So she thinks it's a crazy amount, and I was an asshole for leaving her with a high bill. We agreed to pay for each other's meals and drinks, and it's not my fault that she normally gets no more than what? She doesn't normally get more than 1 drink, and it's non-alcoholic, so it's cheaper. But she has been ignoring me and refusing to talk it out. If she's that upset, I'll reimburse her for my portion, but then that's the end of our tradition. Okay, I'm pretty sure this guy was drunk as fuck because he was fucking with me through that. So, anyways, I'm just gonna say, if you guys normally pay for each other's dinners and like it's fine, I don't know. I'm gonna say he's kind of the asshole. I would say yeah, because that's a high bill. And 8 drinks, like, come on, my man. You can buy a 6-pack and go home and have just as much fun with the 6-pack than getting all this excessive stuff. But anyways, that's just me. Alrighty. If you would like to get this sword that I have made, you have to do some stuff for me, and I will give it to you. I know, it's kind of creepy to say. But first, you have to subscribe. You have to comment down below. I like cake, and I want the sword, please. And you have to get 3 of your friends to subscribe and to like your comment. And then if you do all that and you're the first one to do all that, I will message you personally and ask for your information and send this bad boy to you. Hey, but that's it. Bye!